What's up, guys? It's Neesin from THS Wrestling, and we're here at Wrestlecon, and I'm with the legend himself, Scott Hall.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. How are you doing today, man?
I can't complain. Now, I do anyway, but I mean, I'm having a great time. It's great to be around fans. It's the first time I left the house in a year, bro. So it's good to be anywhere, but, you know, I grew up a wrestling fan. I love wrestling fans. I love pro wrestling, so it's just fun to be in the mix. It's fun to be back.
Man, I was going to ask you that. Like, this is the first time I really felt like wrestling fans appreciate being around other wrestling fans.
All right.
Right? Like, we're here together because we haven't been around each other for a year, and we're also here seeing our legends. And I feel like the turnout, even though it's a little different setup, the turnout is all love and positivity.
Yeah, it's one thing I've always found is, like, wrestling fans are really passionate. Like, sometimes, like, when I was a villain, if they booed me, I dug that. You know, like, yeah, it means you get it. I'm doing my job, and I don't know. Like I said, I grew up a fan, so I got nothing but love for the fans. I mean, look at these kicks a fan made.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys these kicks real quick. Look at these NWO Jordans. I'm a Jordan 1 head.
Look at the back.
Woo! All right, those are fresh.
They're too sweet. Yeah, a fan did them for me.
Oh man! So before I let you go, look, two things. One, Eric Bischoff got into the Hall of Fame today, or this weekend, or whatever. Right. WrestleMania.
Well deserved. Actually, a year ago, before everything hit, the plan from the WWE was the four of us were going in, and then while we were on stage, they wanted us to call Eric up, and they were going to surprise him and put him in. But see, for me, and I'm buddies with Eric, I was thinking, yeah, I don't want to kill the surprise, but I want to give my friend a heads up, so make sure he's got a sweet tux on.
Cleaned up a little bit.
And he's prepared.
Right.
Like, and Eric, come on up. He's like, what? You know, like. So it worked out. I really think he should have went in with us, but that ain't up to me.
Right. I think a lot of people thought that as well, but once you take a step back and see that he's basically, you know, he was Vince McMahon, right, for WCW, it's like, you deserve your time.
Well, to me, the difference was, to me, Eric was like my buddy, like somebody I could talk to, like, hey, man, I think we should do this. And Vince is the boss.
Right.
You know, like you can make suggestions to Vince, but what he says you do. Now, don't get me wrong, we did the same thing with Eric, but, you know, I felt more comfortable going, no, Eric, man, I'll do whatever you want because I need this high-paying job,
right.
But I think we should do this. And he would kick it around, and sometimes we'd go out and we'd do what he wanted, and we'd come back through the curtain, and if it didn't work, I'd look at him and go, told you. But if it worked, I'd come back and I'd bow down and say, I bowed down to you, bro. You were right, you know.
You know what's one thing about that? I talked to Kevin Nash a couple of months ago, and you came up, and he said you were all about the other person.
Yeah.
You're all about helping the other person.
Well, it's just how, I mean, like when the NWO for the first year on TV, we didn't wrestle. We were just in jeans and shirts. Now, we wrestled at every non-televised event.
Yep.
But the way we did it, we'd always hit the ring and beat somebody up and spray paint them. So a lot of times guys would just run down and beat the guy up. But see, the way we rolled was no. We want to hear the people scream. You know how you make them scream? Beat the bad guys up. So
I scream every time I watch his matches.
Hey, get out of here, tough guy. So kids fastened me, so he would go. He'd go first.
Yep.
Then I'd come. Then Kev, and they would bounce. We would feed them. They'd bounce us around. And then I told everybody, when Hulk comes, he cuts everybody off. Like, Hulk's going to beat everybody up, and then he's going to spray paint everybody. And it worked. You know, why not feature Hulk, right?
Yeah, man. Like that, again.
Plus, that's how you make friends with people. Like, when you have a suggestion and it works, then people go, oh, yeah. And like, no, he's not selfish. I just want to hear the people scream. And it works way better when you get them out. People, yeah, like if we just hit and beat them up, they'd go boo. But I like to take them from here to oh.
Roller coaster ride.
Yeah, that's what it's all about to me.
I believe I've really been saying this in the last couple of months, is that they say the world, money makes the world go around, but money is spent on stories. No matter what it is, no matter if it's sport, you know, it's LeBron James when it. Like,
and there's one thing I want to interject here is like, you know, it's easy for me to sit here having made some money to go, well, money's not everything. Now, when I was broke, it'd be like, screw you, rich man.
Right.
Money's a lot.
Yeah.
But, once you have it, then it's like, okay, now I got this money. It's basically paper until you spend it.
Yep.
Like, you can't take it with you.
Yep.
So, like, I'm spending mine, bro. I mean, I got life insurance for my kids, so I'm spending mine. I ain't going. When I die, I want my bank balance to be 0.
That means you lived a full life, man. Look, it was a pleasure to talk to you. I'm
Thanks,
definitely
man.
going to let you go and finish enjoying this amazing wrestling weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, man. First time people have been around. It's exciting.
First time.
It's
And
exciting.
I would definitely.
And the WWE don't disappoint. Everybody's going to get their WrestleMania moment,
Oh, speaking of that. So Kevin Nash said Sasha Banks he will put her into NWO. If out of all the females today, who would you put in NWO as a female?
Tell you what, I like that Rhea Ripley. She's a big badass.
Yes.
And I had no problem with Sasha either. She's great.
Yeah.
And she ain't afraid to speak up. I don't know her very well. But I heard she had some things like, well, screw it, I quit. And they went, no, you don't. You don't quit. You're under contract. You can go sit at home for a while and we're bringing you back.
Yeah.
And they push her. If you look around, anytime they're advertising stuff, they always use her.
Yep.
She's great.
Yep. So Rhea Ripley, and she's having a WrestleMania moment this weekend.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be great. Hey, Becky Lynch is no slouch either, man.
Yeah.
But a lot of times when I look at these talents, I'm thinking, well, maybe you don't want to be in the NWO because we need people to wrestle against.
Right.
Like, we need some people to wrestle against, So, I don't know. Any hot girls are welcome. Please apply directly to me.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate you.